Slava Iisus Christu, glory be to Jesus Christ. I'm Bishop David, and I want to thank you for allowing me to take a few minutes with you to share some exciting news about our latest pastoral initiative, Always Our Parishioners. I don't know about you, but I can recall as there's times when I haven't been feeling well, I've been sick, or maybe you know someone, you yourself has been in the hospital or at home. Isn't it wonderful when the body of Christ cares one for another and makes a phone call, makes a personal visit? We just feel so much better. And that's a reminder for me of the scriptures and of the pastoral care that Jesus Christ provides for us. Think about the passage of the 100 sheep. Jesus assures himself that the 99 are looked after, but he goes after the one who is lost. We know people in our own community that oftentimes are alone and sometimes even forgotten. Our initiative, Always Our Parishioners, provides us with an opportunity to reach out to them. Individuals within the parish, especially trained, who can go and spend some time each and every week to bring the good news of the gospel, pray with them a little bit, maybe on behalf of the parish, even bring the Eucharist, share with them the latest news in the parish, tell them something about the parish bulletin, whatever it may be.
Last summer, I was blessed with the opportunity to be in a CPE program. So this is Clinical Psycho-Spiritual Education. And my placement was at a long-term care facility. So I had the blessing of being able to visit with many different elderly folks and those in need of special care, those who lived in this facility. So I was able to visit with them one-on-one and also visit with groups of them in different social groups and social settings. And just to sort of sit with them in a ministry of presence, to talk with them, to listen to them, to hear their stories, and also on some occasions to be able to pray with them as well. So I actually really enjoyed just being present with the elderly and getting to hear their stories and, whether it was stories of their past or just their experiences in life. And I really learned so much from these stories and from their wisdom. And I think this is a great blessing with one of the blessings of Always Our Parishioners, that we get to go out and visit with these people, with the elderly and those who are isolated in these homes, and to be able to kind of draw these stories out of them and to allow them the opportunity to share a bit of themselves with us. It was just a blessing. I remember that one experience feeding one lady, and she, I thought like, oh, she's not understanding or comprehending my presence there. But at the end of it, she smiled to me and she smiled at me and she was just, thank you, and it was just touched my heart that she was aware of my presence, that I could give her some kind of joy. People who, many of them in this facility I was at, had very few visitors, if any. And some of them were blessed with visitors from their parishes or they had family members, but there were a couple of people who had no one, or so it seemed. They had very few people in their lives. There was one gentleman, for example, he's a Ukrainian Catholic. I would tell him stories about, updates of what I would know about this parish and, sort of reminisce with him, kind of allowing him that moment to reminisce. And he would mention a few times how he missed going to that church. So, and we also had I had the opportunity to lead a Vespers service at the facility I was at, and it was beautiful just to see this community. We would sing together the hymns throughout the service, and then at the end we would just, sort of go through the service a little bit together and how we, how things touched us. Like people were just so. The memories came back to them about the music that we were singing the Vespers, and it's like, oh wow, I remember, like that way of singing it back at the church.
You can be part of this initiative. Learn more from your parish pastoral council and from your pastor about how you can be involved with Always Our Parishioners. And remember, as this one day, it may be us that will welcome as we age a visit, someone on behalf of the parish, so that Christ may visit us personally through you. Always Our Parishioners, a new pastoral initiative. Please be part of it. Do what you can. Glory be to Jesus Christ. Slava Isusu Christu.